All right, you guys who've been watching my channel for a while know that my gear reviews are the least technical gear review anywhere. I think we've discussed this before. I look it up, I do my comparison, I decide on what it is I'm going to get. That's whatever I'm looking for, the lightest, the cheapest, the most expensive, the strongest, the best rated, whatever. And then all that research goes right out my brain, because if I remembered all that, I'd have to forget my mom's birthday, and that would be a bad thing. Today's gear review is going to be on the Arai XD4. This is their adventure helmet, their latest adventure helmet, and some real quick facts or figures or whatever you want on it. I think it's 3.6 pounds. It's not the lightest helmet. It's DOT, Snell, and a bunch of other certifications certified. I've had Arai helmets my whole life. I've taken some pretty severe crashes on them where I've ground through the shell right into the styrofoam, and I'm still here, and I have most of my brain still works. So I've had Arai, I've crashed hard on them, and I've walked away every time. Knock on wood. I still did my research. I looked at the Shoei, the Climb, the Arai, a couple others, and everything kept coming back to the Arai. The fact that it's a motocross helmet when the visor's up. It's a street helmet when the visor's down. It's got a pin lock on it. The visor is adjustable. You know, without any tools, I can move it up into motocross mode. I can push it down into adventure touring mode, into road mode. It's got vents here, across the top, the exhaust out the back, and this little piece of mesh on either side. Those are actually vents that you can open and close from inside. This is a size medium. I am perfectly between a medium and a small helmet. What I found is the medium crown part fits pretty good. It was a little loose in the cheeks, so I've ordered new cheek pads and got a size bigger, so they squeeze a little tighter. That's the other cool thing about Arai, and a lot of the better manufacturers, is that you can order different pads and change the size of your helmet if you need to. What do I think of the helmet? I think, number one, I can wear this all day long. There's no pressure points. It feels really good on my head. I have no complaints. When I open everything up and let the wind flow in, it cools your head off really, really quickly. It really works. Some other helmets you kind of open and close the vents and you're not sure if they're working or not. With this helmet, you definitely know it's working. So the ventilation is amazing. For a road helmet with a visor, this visor, everybody will tell you they don't catch wind. That's bullshit. Aerodynamics is going to catch wind. But the fact that it's smaller, it has these holes in it, it doesn't catch the wind quite so bad. It's like if my head is perfectly straight, I don't feel it at all. To get the wind to really catch, I kind of have to look up or down and off to the side to actually turn this into an airfoil. So as long as I'm not, you know, doing a lot of this, you don't notice that it has a visor on it. And this visor also comes off fairly easy. It's just these two screws, and the whole thing comes off if you want to. I really like the visor. Just, you know, you're doing road miles in the sun, and if you're driving into the sun, you can't get out of it. And this is kind of your only saving grace, as you guys all know. But for a helmet with a visor, it works super, super well. It's pretty quiet for a helmet. On the MX side, though, one thing that I've found that I really, really like about this helmet, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, but I'm going to screw it up because I have the wrong goggles with me. If you're out in the sunshine, hope you guys can still hear me. If you're out in the sunshine and you're cooking and you've got all the vents open and it's still not enough, you can put the visor up and then put sunglasses on, and that'll work great up until it's dusty. But what I found is the hole for your face, what do we call this? The face hole? Let's call it the face hole, is really big. And it takes MX goggles super nice. I mean, they really fit in there well. I'm sure there are other motocross helmets that are maybe a little bit bigger so that you don't have any pressure on your nose, but what I found is that this has a little bit, it pushes down just a little bit, but not that bad at all. So when I'm in motocross mode and I've got as much airflow coming into my face as I can, and I'm still trying to keep the dust out with goggles, it works really good. Now, what I'm screwed up is, you see the outriggers on the Oakley goggles? These are really, really big. I had another pair of Smith goggles that don't have outriggers, and what I found is if you don't have outriggers on your goggles, you can switch from motocross mode to road mode with no problem. But again, this is a little different because these outriggers are so big. I can still close this, right? It's well, it won't quite snap shut because of that, but with my other goggles, with my Smith goggles on, I can totally close this up, hit the road for whatever I have to do, to keep all the bugs and stuff out. And if it's cold, it's way warmer with this shut and all the vents closed up. And then when I get back off-road, I can flip it up again. I just think that's really cool how they figured out right here where the goggle straps go, that the shield will go over it. So, real cool thing. You get as much helmet as you can afford, but like your safety gear, you know, if you have to beg, borrow, steal to get enough money to get a really good helmet, especially for on the road, I would do it. Everything has a downside, so real quick on the downsides, 3.6 pounds is a little heavy if you're just going to do motocross and you're going to be bouncing around a lot. This helmet can get a little tiring, and it'll either strain your neck or it'll give you big neck muscles, right? You'll like get all built up. But 3.6 pounds for a motocross helmet is too heavy. Again, this is an adventure helmet. It's a split between roadworthiness and motocross or off-road worthiness. And yeah, again, that's my only complaint, is that it's a little heavy. If they could shave, I don't know, half a pound off this thing, it would be amazing. It would be amazing-er. It's already amazing. It would be amazing-er. There. All right, any questions? Hit me up down below. Don't ask me where I bought it. Don't ask me how much I paid for it. I don't remember. Don't ask me any technical specs that you couldn't go to Arai's website and look up. Real world, however, this helmet rocks. I love this thing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, as always, thank you for watching.